Hey everyone, and welcome! Today we are diving into one of the most exciting breakthroughs in mental health I've seen in a long time, psychobiotics. We're going to uncover how these tiny little organisms living inside you might just hold the key to your mood, your focus, and even how you handle stress. So let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a brain fog? Or maybe you've noticed that your ability to handle stress just isn't what it used to be, especially if you're over 40. It's a super common frustration. But what if the source of the problem isn't really in your head at all, but deep down in your gut? That's the big question we're tackling today. All right, first up, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden world inside your digestive system. It's time to meet with scientists are, no joke, calling your second brain. Okay, so what even is a psychobiotic? Well, the term was first coined back in 2013, and it originally just meant these specific live bacteria. But here's what's so cool. The definition has gotten way bigger. Now it includes things like prebiotic fibers, the food for the good bacteria. Basically, it's anything that positively influences that critical conversation happening between your gut and your brain. Just let this number sink in for a second. 100 million nerve cells. To put that in perspective, that's more nerve cells than you have in your entire spinal cord. This whole complex network is called the enteric nervous system, and it's why your gut is so much more than just a digestive tube. It's a full-on intelligent command center that's constantly sensing, reacting, and communicating. Now, this is the part that completely flips what most of us think about mood. We all hear serotonin and we think brain chemical, right? Well, it turns out a whopping 95% of your body's serotonin, that key chemical for happiness and mood, is made in your gut. Not your brain, your gut. This means the food you eat has a more direct and more immediate impact on your mood than almost anything else. And hey, it's not just about serotonin. Your gut bacteria are also busy producing about half of your body's dopamine. That's the neurotransmitter that drives motivation, focus, and that feeling of reward. So if you're feeling kind of blah or just can't seem to focus, the root of the problem might actually be a biological issue starting right in your gut. So you can see how the whole story is changing. We're moving away from this old-school brain-only model of mental health. The new science shows us that our mood is really the result of this constant back-and-forth conversation between our gut and our brain. But how? How are they actually talking to each other? So let's explore that physical connection. Let's look at the actual information superhighway that lets your gut have such a huge say in how you think and feel. The main line of communication is this incredible thing called the vagus nerve. It's the longest nerve in your autonomic nervous system, and it runs all the way from your brainstem down to your abdomen. The best way to think of it is like a high-speed, fiber optic cable, zapping information back and forth. Now, here's where it gets really wild. For the longest time, we thought the brain was the boss, just sending orders down to the gut. Turns out, we had it completely backwards. A massive 80 to 90% of the signals on this superhighway are traveling from the gut up to the brain. Your gut is starting most of the conversation. And listen, if you're over 40, this conversation is absolutely crucial. See, a healthy gut keeps inflammation under control. But when things get out of balance, it can lead to something called inflammaging. It's this chronic, low-level inflammation that science has now directly linked to faster aging and that dreaded brain fog. Okay, so we know the gut is talking to the brain, but who exactly is doing all the talking? In this next section, we're going to meet the A-team, the microbial heavy hitters that have been clinically proven to actually improve our mental health. Not all probiotics are created equal, especially when you're talking about mental health. You need very specific, clinically studied strains. For example, you've got Bifidobacterium longum 1714. Human trials have shown it can actually lower your main stress hormone, cortisol. Then there's Lactobacillus helveticus, which helps produce calming signals, reducing feelings of anger and distress. And one of my favorites, Lactobacillus plantarum PS 128, which has been shown to boost dopamine and serotonin right where you need it, in the prefrontal cortex, to help with decision-making and focus. This quote really just nails it, doesn't it? You aren't just what you eat, you are what you host. You can swallow all these amazing bacteria, but if your gut isn't a healthy, welcoming home for them, they're just not going to stick around. And that brings us to the best part, what you can actually do about all this. Let's lay out a simple 7-day action plan to create that healthy internal environment and start fueling your brain the right way, from the inside out. We can break this down into 3 really easy phases. First, for days 1 to 3 is weeding. That's all about clearing out the bad stuff. Then, days 4 and 5 are for seeding, introducing the good guys. And finally, days 6 and 7 are for strengthening, giving them the right food so they can thrive and multiply. So what does that actually look like on your plate? Well, for starters, you want to add foods that are packed with polyphenols. Think blueberries, dark chocolate, green tea. They're like powerful bodyguards for your gut lining. Then you need lots of different kinds of fiber from things like oats and flax seeds. That's the main food source for your good bacteria. And of course, you want to bring in the reinforcements, the live bacteria from lacto-fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and kefir. Okay, now for a really important warning, because this is a mistake a lot of health-conscious people make. Artificial sweeteners, they can knock your microbiome completely out of balance in as little as 48 hours. And then you have these things called emulsifiers. They're used to mix oil and water in stuff like salad dressings or packaged baked goods. The problem is, they can actually strip away the protective mucus lining of your gut, destroying the very home where your good bacteria need to live. So when you boil it all down, it really comes to this. The signals from your gut, your mood, your energy levels, your mental clarity, they're a constant stream of information about your health. This blueprint gives you the power to change that conversation. So the only question left is, your gut is talking. Are you ready to listen? We really hope this gave you a clear roadmap for understanding that powerful gut-brain connection. And hey, to make sure you never miss out on game-changing insights like these, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and be sure to turn on all notifications. Thanks so much for watching.